Hi everyone, this is Chef Liron from the Mirage JCC. Passover is coming, so I wanted to show you a few of my favorite dishes. So we're gonna start here with matzah lasagna. So you can play around with it, change the flavors up if you want. And to start, you need some matzah. So we're gonna use 3 pieces of matzah and they need to be soaked. So I have some hot water here and I'm just gonna press the matzah down and soak it for about 30 seconds. So once you have the 3 matzahs soaked, we're gonna set them aside and we're gonna do the cheese mixture, and we have sauce, and I added a little sauteed vegetables just to add in between the layers. You can do whatever you want. I chose here, I did some onion and spinach and zucchini. So now that I have the matzah soaked, I'm gonna shake it a little bit and then we're gonna set it aside. And I'm using an 8-inch pan. It fits perfectly for 1 matzah, and that way you don't have to cut them, you just use a whole matzah. So I'm gonna set this water aside. And I have another 8-inch pan ready, and I just sprayed it a little bit, just so it doesn't stick. For the cheese mixture, we're gonna use cottage cheese, mozzarella, and now for the mozzarella, I'm gonna leave a little bit at the end so we can put it on top. And Parmesan cheese. And the same with the Parmesan, I'm gonna leave a little bit at the top, at the end, so we can sprinkle it on top, and we're gonna mix it all with some eggs. So it's 1 egg that I beat ahead of time, and we're gonna mix that all together, just to get a cohesive mixture and get all that egg mixed together. The egg just helps keep the cheeses all together. You don't have to use the egg if you don't want to. You can leave that out. Now that we have the cheese mixture ready, we're gonna set that aside. We have a cheese mixture. We have the tomato sauce. I have my sauteed vegetables and the matzah. So we're gonna start assembling it. We're gonna put 1 matzah before the matzah. We're gonna put a little bit of tomato sauce. So the bottom has a little bit of tomato sauce, and you're just gonna spread that around and make sure the whole pan is covered with a tomato sauce. After the tomato sauce, we're gonna do 1 matzah, the first matzah, and you see how it fits perfectly into the pan. And on top of the matzah, we're gonna put the cheese. So we're gonna do 3 layers, so you're gonna wanna divide the cheese into 3 parts so that it fits for the whole lasagna. So we're gonna spread that around a little bit. And on top of that, I'm gonna put a little bit of these sauteed vegetables that I've made. And I'm just gonna spread those around. And next, we're gonna put some more sauce. Spreading that sauce around to cover everything. And on to the next matzah. You're gonna do this until you've used all the matzah. I'm just pressing it down a little bit to make sure it's all in there. Next layer of cheese. Spreading it around. It might be easier if you wanted to use your hands. You can use gloves so that you don't get too dirty. And some more vegetables. And the sauce. All right, spreading the sauce around. And the last layer of matzah, I'll put that on top, press it down a little bit. The last bit of the cheese. And the last bit of the vegetables, just using it all up. The rest of the tomato sauce. We want to make sure it covers everywhere. Spread that around. And these are great things that your kids can help you with because you're just assembling it. They'd have lots of fun helping you in the kitchen. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle the mozzarella cheese on top. Cover it all. Finish up with the Parmesan cheese. And then that's ready to go into the oven. You're gonna put it in the oven at 350 degrees, and then when it's ready, there you go. It's ready to eat. Enjoy.